Yeah, good morning to one and all. Today we will discuss about the arithmetic mean, individual series and discrete and continuous series. Is it visible? Hello, dear students. Is it visible now? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So last day we have discussed a little bit about arithmetic mean. Only we have discussed only what is meant by MCT and MCT. What is meant by MCT? Measures of central tendencies. So what are the measures are there in MCT? So within that we have the different types. So there is a mathematical averages and positional averages. So last day we discussed about only arithmetic mean individual series. For example, if the data is in the individual series, how we can calculate the arithmetic mean or average or mean? Okay. So again, I'm repeating that arithmetic mean simply the mean of the variable defined at the sum of the observations divided by the number of observations. Okay, the formula is bar is equal to sum of x by n, or we can write like this also: x bar is equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3. Here x1, x2, x3 are the variables values, or x1 variable value, or x2 variable value, x3 variable value. For example, if you collect the information about the marks is called x. Marks are called variable that is indicated with x. So first marks, how many student? Sorry, how many marks? First rule number one student scored, and the second rule number scored. How much scored by the third number? So like that up to n. So we can estimate. We can add all the values and we can divide by the number of observations. So this formula is for the ungrouped or raw data only. For example, so when we are collecting the marks, that is called ungrouped data, or that is called raw data also. That is called raw data. See, for example, if you take into account this example, calculate the mean for 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So here this is called raw data. For example, if you take into account, if I collect the information about your marks in the particular internal examination. So if someone scored 2 marks and someone scored 4 marks, another person scored 6 marks, another person scored 8 marks, another person scored 10 marks. So what is the average marks of the 5 students? So then I need to do the x bar is equal to 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8 plus 10 divided by 5. How the 5 has come? The 5 students, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is called number of observations. Number of observations. So 30 by 5 is equal to 6. So we can give the conclusion that on average, the 5 students I scored 6 marks. 6 marks. For example, if you take into account, generally we can in the economics we will discuss about the rainfall with regard to the agriculture production and all those things. So for example, we will collect the information. So how much rainfall in particular season? Rainy season, how much rainfall in particular day, and next day and next day. So like that, we will collect the information. Then we will calculate the average. How much of average rainfall in the particular season? Then we will conclude that in the particular rain season, 766 mm rainfall in the particular district or in the particular state or particular nation. So we will conclude like that. So in that case only we will use arithmetic mean. Is it clear? So here as an economics student, we cannot easily understand by mathematical. We need to understand where we can apply and what is the results, how we can interpret also. That is the main important as an economic student. Okay. For example, if you take the shortcut method, it is somewhat different, but it is not easy. So leave it. One is enough. For example, if you take another example, a student's marks in 5 subjects are 75, 68, 80, 92, 56. For example, if you take, I would like to take information from you that how much you scored in particular subject. For example, if you take economics only, in the last semester, how much you scored out of 100. If I gather information from you, 5 students from BA economics students, if one student got 75, another student 68, 80, 92, 56, then so the principal will ask that take a sample of the students, then can give some results that how much average marks they got. So for example, if you take like this, so for example, the other example, X is nothing but marks. So 75, 68, 80, 92, 56. So as I told that earlier method, sum of X by number of observations. So if you calculate this total, the total will come, I think, around just a minute. Yeah. For example, as per the earlier method, that is called yeah. See, as per earlier method, 75 plus 68 plus 80 plus 92 plus 56. So the total is 371. So 371 divided by 5 number of students. How much you got? 74.2. So the average marks of in the internal examination, external examination, so 74.2 marks. Okay, this is a earlier method. So if you take it as a shortcut method, in the shortcut method, see, the formula is x bar is equal to a plus sigma d by n. So what is a? Nothing but is assumed mean. Assumed mean nothing but we need to assume that maybe at the average marks in the particular external examination is 68. So that's why I put it here 68 assumed mean. Okay. So in the assumed mean, so as per the first we need to write equation. So a plus sigma d by n. So a is assumed 68. So that is a 68 and sum of d. What is sum of d? So D is for deviation. So deviation from assumed mean as well as marks, actual marks. So D is nothing but deviation. We can simply say the deviation or difference between actual mean and exact values of particular marks. So deviation of the each value from the assumed mean. How much deviation? So for example, if you take 68 minus 68, that is called x minus a. D is nothing but in the formula x minus a. X is nothing but x value, a is nothing but assumed value. So in the first one, 75 minus 68, how much you get? 7. 68 minus 68, 0. 80 minus 68, 12. And 92 minus 68, 24. 56 minus 68, the minus 12. So when you calculate, when you add all the values, you will get 37, 31 only. For example, we need to add all the positive values one side, another negative value. For example, 7 plus 12, 19, 19 plus 24, how much? 43. 43 minus 12, 31. The 31. So here we have taken 31. N is nothing but number of observations. N is nothing but number of observations. And 68 by 31 by 5. Then 68 plus 31 by 5 is equal, how much you will get? If you divide by 31 by 5, you will get 6.2. Okay. Then 68 plus 6.1, 74.2. So this is a shortcut method or assumed mean. Okay. So I think this is compared to this assumed mean. So this is a very simple in order to calculate the average. Then, for example, within the arithmetic mean, I think last day we discussed about it can be discrete series, individual series, and continuous series. For example, if the values are given in the grouped data. So earlier the raw data is called ungrouped data. For example, somebody will give the grouped data. How we can follow the, how we can do the averages. So in order to find out the average, we need to follow this method. X bar is equal to sum of sigma f of x by n. So x is nothing but average. Here sigma is nothing but total. F of x, f into x. F is nothing but frequency, and x is nothing but x variable value by n. Okay, x is nothing here midpoint of individual class. So here we need to calculate the midpoint also, and f is nothing frequency of the individual class, and n is now sum of frequencies or total frequencies, nothing but total number of observations. So for example, I will give the example. So for example, I will give another example also. For example, see the second. This is the second one, descriptive. Sorry, discrete. Discrete series. Yeah. So for example, the discrete series, if you take the marks in the bracket, you can put it x value and number of students. Number of students. Number of students. For example, if you take internal marks, 3 marks, 6 marks, 8 marks, 10 marks, 12 marks, and 15 marks. For example, within the internal exam, how many students have scored 3 marks? For example, here I have taken 5 and 10, 20, 4, 3, 1. So, dear students, you can enter these values in your notebook. Is it clear? Are you taking the notes or not? Hello? Hello? Yeah, see the discrete series. So I will copy and I will paste in the Is it visible? Huh? So in the discrete series, we need to follow that x bar. So I'm not able to write here x bar. That is I put it only x bar is equal. I think just a minute. If I okay, here I'm not able to write x bar. So x bar is equal to sigma fx divided by n. So here this is a formula, x bar is equal to sum of x by n. So here the f is nothing but here frequency f, here x. So here f into a, we need to add sum of fx. So before sum of fx, we need to calculate f into x. F into x. So within the f into x, here f into x 5 into 3. How much will come? 15, like that. So 6 into 10, 60. Okay. So I'm writing only 5 into 3, 15. 6 into 10, 60. 8 into 20, 160. And 4 into 10, 40. 12 into 3, 36. 15 into 1, 15. Then after that, we need to add total. Total. That is called sigma f of x. Sigma f of x. So here, so we need to add all these things: 15, 60, 160, 40, 36, 15. How much we will get? Around, I think
306.
326, no? 306.
306.
306, just a minute, I will check. Where is calculator? Yeah. 15 plus 60 plus 160 plus 40 plus 36 plus 15. No, 326. Let's check it once. If I'm not wrong, 326. Okay. So here that f of sigma fx is equal to 326. So when you have the formula, so after enter into that, sum of f is equal to 326 divided by n. N is nothing but how many number of frequency. That is called total frequency. So here sometimes we will write also f sum of x, sorry, sigma f. Instead of writing n, we will put we will write also, see, sigma f, nothing but sum of frequencies. Sum of frequencies, nothing but how much frequencies are there? 5 plus 10, 15, 15 plus 20, 35, 35 plus 4, 39, 39 plus 53. Sorry, 43. 43. So here 43. Then 326 divided by 43. How much we will get? 7.58. 7.58. 7.58. So this is the answer. This is here the average marks and in the internal exam is 7.8. Is it clear? అర్థమైనది?
Yes, sir.
So here don't confuse. If I put earlier, I put n, that is called number of observations. Number of observations, nothing but number of total frequencies. Okay. In some books they will put it sigma f, and some books they will put n also. Okay. So don't confuse it. N is nothing but total number of observations. Number of observations nothing but total frequencies. Okay. Is it clear? So next I'm going to give another example. You may give the so what is the average marks in the internal examination? Can anybody can say that? So if they will give the data, for example, like this, marks 15, 20, number of students. Okay. So find out the average. They will not give this data is a descriptive or discrete. So discrete series in the sense, for example, how many students have scored 15. Okay. And how many students have scored 20 marks. They will give like this. This is called discrete series. Can anybody can say the answer? Sanjana, Niharika, Nandini, Nagarani, Anirudh, Somnath, Anita, Shravani, Ushastri, Mahesh, Durga Prasad.
15,
Huh?
15 by 12.
15 by 12.
Ah,
Average.
yes, sir.
How it comes, Ushastri?
Sir, marks 15, so no, sir. And number of students are 12, and it's separate, no, sir. Marks 15 and 15 marks and 20 marks are separate, no, sir, for each
Yeah.
of the students.
Hmm.
So that to get average, we should divide it by the number of students and the marks. No, sir.
15 by 12, huh?
Maybe, sir.
Have you done like this only? Here in the above.
Sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. 15 into 12. Sorry, sir.
So here the average. I'm going to repeat. Yeah. So this is the
Sir,
formula of
24.
average. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So again, I'm repeating that discrete series data, nothing but discrete data moves from one class to another class with a break. With a break. Simple. Here, this is one class. This is another class. So there is some break. Okay. For example, earlier also see 3 marks and 6 marks. There is a break between the classes. Nothing but so here it moves from one class to another class with a break. But so when we don't want to break, for example, we need to know that how many students secured from 0 to 5 marks or 0 to 6 marks, 6 to 12 marks, like that. Yeah. So in order to find out, in order to know how many students have secured particular class 0 to 5 marks and 5 to 10 marks or 6 to 10 marks. So already we discussed about exclusive and inclusive in the continuous series data. So for example, if you take into account that next one, continuous series. Continuous series. How the continuous series data will come? For example, if you take yeah. So see, for example, you can take the data. So marks only. So 40 to 50, 50 to 60, then 60 to 70, then 70 to 80, 80 to 90, 90 to 100. So here it's external exam. Okay. So if you get more than less than 40, you may be treated as a fail. For example, number of students 2, 6, 20, 5, 3, and 2. For example, if they will ask the question that, so find out the Find the average marks of the student. Average. So they will ask that find out the average marks of the students by following the data set or data. Okay. So when we have that this kind of data, this data is nothing but continuous series. So for example, 40 to 50, then 50 to 60. How many students have secured or scored 40 to 50 marks? There are two members. And 50 to 60 marks, there are 6 students. And 6 to 70, 20 students. 70 to 80, 5 students. 80 to 90, 3 students. 90 to 100, 2 students. So I'm repeating that continuous data moves from one class to another class without break. See, the continuous series data moves from one class to another class without break. Here there is no break. See, 40 to 50, then 50 to 60. Here 50, consider for example if the person has got 49.5 or 0.5, so it will be treated as a this one. Or it for example if it is exclusive or inclusive, so it will consider as a, if the person has secured 50 also, it comes under this class only. If the person has secured 50.5, then it comes under the person comes under this class. Okay. So here the formula is some different. Here just is there here x bar, this is x bar, or else I will write it. Yeah. So x bar is equal to sum of fm by sum of f or sigma f. Here this is the formula. X bar is equal to sigma fm by sigma f. So here what is sigma? Nothing but total. F is nothing but frequency, and m is nothing but mid value. M is here nothing but midpoint or mid value of the class interval, and sum of f is nothing but sum of frequencies. So here we need to find out, we have the free f value and we need to find out the midpoint. The m is nothing but midpoint, which is indicated with m. So here how we can get m mid value? So what is the mid value of 40 and 50?
45.
40
plus 50 by 2.
by 2.
Here see, I'm repeating 40 plus 50 divided by 2. How much you will get it? 90 by 2. Automatically you will get 45. Okay. Then here we need to put 45, then 55, right? 65, 75, 85, and 95. The midpoint is clear. Okay. Then we need to find out f into m. So next to fm. So here f into m, 2 into 45. F into m, 2 into, I am writing fastly. That 2 into, this star is nothing but here into 45. How much you will get it? 90. Right? Then 6 into 60, 55.
330.
20 into 65, 1300. 5 into 75, 375. 3 into 85, 255. 2 into 95, 190. Right? Please check it. If it is anything wrong, we will rectify it. So then what is sigma here? Sigma is nothing but sum or total of fm. So here we need to find out Sum of FM is equal to how much we'll get? 90 plus 330, 1300, 375, 255, 190. So it will come 2540. 2540. Then what is here? Sigma F. So total frequency of the students. How much the total frequency? 38. So here put 38. Is it clear, Ram? So here X bar, what is the sum of FM value? How much? 2540 divided by 38.
38.
Then the average marks sigma X bar is equal to, X bar is nothing but here is equal, how much will get it? 2540 by 38.
66.8.
66.84. Okay. So here the average marks in the external exam is 66.84 of the 38 students. For example, in your class there are 38 students. For example, nobody has failed out. So here when I gathered information about the particular marks in particular subject, so there are 2 members who scored 40 to 50 marks and remaining people who scored above 50, and nothing but 50, 60, 6 members, 6 to 70, like this. If I gather information, but I want to know that how much average marks in the particular class. So when we have this kind of continuous series data, we need to follow this formula. We need to follow this formula. We need to follow this formula, sigma FM by sigma F. Sigma FM nothing but, F is nothing but frequency, and M is nothing but here midpoint or mid value of the class, mid value of the class. Okay. Then F into M. Here FM nothing but F into M. F into M. This is called F into M. 2 into 45, 90. So here I did not put the 6 into 55. Only I have put a direct values. Okay. I hope you can understand easily. Okay. Then sum of FM. So we need to add all these values. So if sum of FM is equal to 2540, nothing but 2440, and total number of frequencies 38. So we need to divide the sum of FM by sum of frequencies. You will get 66.84. So here we need to write, that is that in the BA economics, the average marks, is 66.84. in the BA economics, the average marks is 66.84. Here nothing but, so an average the students have secured 66.84. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, if you know, see here as an economics student, as I told that here the mathematical people will do easily, but they cannot interpret the values. How we can interpret the value, that is the main important in our economics. That's why the statistics for economics as the subject is especially included in the BA economics as well as in the master level also. So in order to understand easy only, I'm telling you a simple examples. Is it clear? So Durga Prasad, have you understood?
Yes, sir.
Ushasri, Nandini,
Yes, sir.
Shravani, Niharika, Nagarani, or B, Somnath, Mahesh, Anita, Mahesh. I think there are 3 Maheshes are there. You can respond.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So if you are not getting anything, I will repeat again also. That is I'm thinking. Is it understood or not? Or else I will repeat again.
No, sir. No need of explain. We
Okay.
understood.
Okay, thank you. So if you have any doubt, you can ask me now. Okay.